Humans are resilient by nature. Like Darwin says, animals can evolve, we can adapt our processes to find solution whenever we have to survive some difficult conditions and difficult challenges. And human beings particularly are resilient, but it's sometimes difficult to understand how to bring this resilience mindset, how to tap into this power of resilience and moving gracefully through obstacles without getting stopped by them whenever we are facing these difficult situations. And 2020, 2021, because we are still into it, have been years where resilience, human resilience, has been tested at the largest scale possible. We've all been given the same challenge. We've all been given new situations to adapt to. We've all been given new things to process and new things that we had to find a way to deal with. And we've all done it. But we've all done it with different levels of resilience. We've all done it with different level of pain involved. We've all done it with different level of success, whether we were able to keep moving forward or not during this period that felt a little bit like inertia. And this has really shown to all of us, whether we liked it or not, our own levels of resilience, our own level of adaptability, and our own level of finding solutions whenever something tough happens to us. And the people who have been the highest resilient possible, there is no miracle there. There are people have been through some tough, difficult things before in the past and learned to tap into this power of resilience. I am one of this person. In 2020, I had my most transformational year of my life so far. I enjoyed it. I learned so much. I took the boldest decisions. And it is not because I did not feel the same inertia than everyone else or the same difficulties. It's because I had in the past been already, moving through different countries, working different companies with different cultures, learning new languages. I had been so many times in the past 10 years challenged by all the things I've done, that for me, this muscle of resilience was already there. And whenever I had to bring up to the surface when this weird situation happened, I was able to do so in a way that just kept me into momentum. This, as I say, there is no miracle. You need to have gone through the process before, and you need to have learned something from it so that you are able to understand how to bounce back, what is really coming on your way, and how you can engage into it positively. And I want to share that with you because it's something very important, that resilience is the key parameter for success. It's a key parameter for you trying difficult thing, for you taking risk and go towards your own success. And I really want to share that with you today. So the 3 different ways you can step into your power and you can build your resilience muscles. The first one is the most difficult one, but is the simplest one, is this one. It's accept challenges. Whenever you are thinking about it, life is always full of challenges. You will always run into some new things, have to learn something new, have a difficult person in your life that you have to end up the relationship with. You will have challenge at work, you will have challenge in your health, you will have challenge in your life. This is just basically life. You've seen the movie before. You've heard people saying in their life that they have difficult things. You know that everyone goes through different dark days and different moments where it's tough to pick yourself up. This is part of life. The more you can accept that, the more you accept the idea that, yeah, that's going to happen. I'm going to take it like a grown-up. That's going to happen. I am not going to be a victim. I am not going to think, oh, this thing is happening to me. It's a punishment or whatever it is. I'm going to say, yeah, that's happening to me because that's life. That's maturity. That is just, yeah, I get it. It's there. I know it's coming. So just find a way to enjoy it instead of resisting it. Find a way to lean into the process, to engage with the process instead of resisting it. And that is, as I say, it's the simplest thing, but it's the most difficult thing because it means that you have to understand that you are the only person who can take responsibility for your own life. You are the person who can save yourself. And that requires some level of understanding that you are responsible and that you are in control. But once you do that, you feel in control. Once you say these things are going to happen, okay, I'm going to take them as they come, you feel in control. It also means that you're anticipating that something is going to happen, and it's raising your necessity to every day show up, be courageous, be confident, try things, and everything like this. That's going to basically just build up your muscles. And this is very important because that's what is going to help you go through the obstacles that are coming in the future, even though you might not know where they are going to be yet, but you're going to come in a state of readiness and in a state of preparation that is the real resilience power, is the thing that you do every day that are contributing to that. So accept the challenges, accept that there is going to be adversity because that's inevitable. but make sure that you don't increase your pain in the process. Make sure that you take responsibility for what you can do. The second thing is recognize your own resilience. One of the reasons why people are not resilient when a new obstacle is coming is because they have not reflected on what happened to them in the past. They have not recognized their own resilience in the past already. And that's one of the things. Resilience, you are going to some difficult thing, you might not feel confidence. You need to give yourself some time to build the trust that you can figure things out. And this is only going to happen that if you already know, you've already figured things out in the past. So have a look at what you've gone through in the past that was difficult, where you had to adapt, where you had to be flexible and find new solutions. Have a look at this situation, really, celebrate yourself for all the tough things you've already done. Find the patterns that you have repeated in the past that were not working for you, but find also the patterns you've repeated that help you process it better. Really understand, what have you done to be resilient in the past? How many times have you been? What are the great things you've done? Celebrate yourself and really, recognize yourself, give yourself credit for that. And very importantly, you also need to start recognizing resilience in what you do daily. You might be currently in a situation where you are actually struggling, and you need to recognize your own resilience already. You need to recognize it every day, because that's what is going to help you prepare, add this muscle, build this kind of endurance type of thing. And if you don't recognize it, once again, you cannot appreciate it. Means that whenever you come to a new obstacle, you're like, oh no, I'm not ready, this is very difficult. There's just someone who say, I've done it in the past in this specific occasion. Every day I've shown a little bit of resilience. This thing is coming, I can handle it. That's the real resilience power. That's what is going to help you bounce back, feel less pain, still go through the process, but being able to come on the other side of it much faster. So really have a look at recognizing your own resilience and what you're already doing right. And then the third thing, very important, you need to reframe consciously what's happening to you. One of the reasons why people stay into the victim mode, which is linked to low resilience, is because they see the obstacle as something that is, stopping them, as a sign that they should stop, as a sign that they should quit, get discouraged. They really give up their own power themselves. And to avoid giving this power, you need to learn to reframe positively. You need to learn to reframe in a way where you feel in control. So obviously, the first thing is to understand that obstacles and challenges, I said it earlier, you need to accept them. You need to accept them because they are part of life. So accept them. Don't refuse them. Don't put like 2 foot in the front. Just engage, lean in, and take the learning on the way. Because if you accept them, you're going to be learning more. You're going to be understanding what you are doing right in the process, and you're going to grow from that. That is the important bit. You're going to grow for the future as well. So see the obstacles as a sign of possibility on the other side. See the obstacle as something that is teaching you and helping you grow. That's already the most positive way to look at it. Reframe as well the stories you are telling yourself. When it comes to this type of situation, the resilience comes from knowing you can go to the other side, but it requires some willpower to get there. If you start going into low confidence mode, where you start beating yourself up because you have not already solved the problems, that is going to impact you. That's going to make the process even more painful. So you really need to reframe straight away. Again, you can connect with the great learning you've got by recognizing your resilience. That's helping you. You have something to tap on. You say, okay, yeah, I've already been resilient in the past, so I'm going to do it again the same way. That gives you confidence, that gives you trust, you can figure it out. That helps you reframe any negative self-talk that you could be falling into whenever the obstacle is happening. Very important as well, you need to learn to welcome rejection. Welcome people saying no to you. Welcome when you don't get what you wanted initially. Welcome all of this, because all of this is a sign that you are still on your path to purpose, you are still have a big thing you want to achieve, and maybe just this no is going to lead you to a yes very soon. Maybe just this person rejecting you or this company rejecting you for a job are actually preventing you to do a mistake that would not have worked for you. So really have faith that this is going to work for you. Welcome the rejection as it's part of the process. I need to get a couple more rejection before I can get what I really want. So this should be a game for you. It should be, yeah, let me get my next no and I will feel happy with that. And again, make it also fun. This is also another way to reframe. Make it as a challenge, but something that is fun for you. Like really reward yourself, celebrate your win. Make sure that you are keeping yourself in a positive mood, and a positive self-talk is very, very important. So this is really what resilience is all about. You need to work on this muscle, but it's just not something that happens at once. It's something that you have to work daily, that you have to put consistent effort, that you really have to keep yourself on track to make sure that you are conscious of what's happening to you. That's going to help you in the future.